Hello and welcome to the interview. We're going to go through a couple of basic questions. How do you envision your role in the position contributing to the overall mission of our organization?
Well, the overall mission of the Boise Fire Department obviously is to provide the best fire prevention and fire protection services to the city of Boise. And I believe that I would work very well as part of a team providing that service to the city. With my 3 years so far in the fire service, I've learned more lessons than I could possibly count, and I believe I embody the hard work, integrity, morality, and teamwork necessary to provide that service to the city of Boise.
Excellent. How would you go about establishing your credibility with the team?
That's something that's definitely difficult, especially in the fire service. The fire service is maybe known a little bit for its hazing, very steeped in tradition. I think the department that I have been with for 3 years so far has a very high turnover rate, so I've seen people come and go and have to build that credibility themselves. And what I believe is most successful in somebody building the credibility as a part of a team, especially in the Brotherhood of the Fire Service, is showing up, working hard, and listening. When you show up as the new guy, you don't really get to have a say. You don't really get to have an opinion, and that's not saying that in certain situations it's not good to speak up. However, in order to build that credibility with your teammates off the bat, it's generally best to sit down and hear what they have to say, because they are all more senior than you, and there's a lot that you can learn from them.
Excellent, thank you. Can you describe a situation in which your work was criticized?
Well, I don't even know where to start with that. My work is always criticized, and not to say that it's not good work. However, with my team and what I've constructed with where I work now is an environment where everyone criticizes each other in order to strive for the best possible outcome. So that means everything from how you perform rig checks in the morning, your performance on a call, how successful you were with that IV attempt. And it's not necessarily criticism. I don't like the word criticism. It has a negative connotation to it. It's more feedback. It's encouraging. It's pulling people aside and saying things like, hey, I noticed you maybe let off tamponade a little bit too early on that IV. Had you held it a little bit longer, you may have been more successful. Things like that. So I would say my work is always criticized, and I've recently been put into a leadership role, getting promoted to the position of a senior firefighter. And with that added responsibility has come the added criticism of my superiors as to how I act, not only in my technical performances, but in my leadership and overall organizational abilities as well.
Very good. What irritates you about other people, and how do you handle it?
Probably the thing I find most irritating in other people is egos, which, as I'm sure you're well aware, there is no shortage of in the fire service. The best way to handle people with large egos is to not rise to their level. If you maintain your own level of calmness and composure, eventually that becomes the standard, and they will drop down to that, and everyone can work better in that environment. When you come across these hot-headed people, oftentimes it's best to let them do their thing for a bit, have their rant, and you just continue to work in your own manner, work hard, and make that the standard for everyone else.
Good. And what can you offer us that others cannot at this department?
I think what I bring to the table that others don't is a certain level of life experience and maturity for someone my age that not everyone else has. I do realize I'm only 21 years old. I'm young and I have a lot of life left to live. However, I've had a lot of experiences and I've learned a lot, especially since I started my career as a firefighter EMT. And I think I bring a level of compassion and maturity to the table that not a whole lot of other people my age bring.
Mm-hmm. Good. And if you could choose any superpower, what would it be and why?
That's an easy one. The power of flight.
Okay.
I'm currently working on my private pilot license, and for one, having that superpower would save me a lot of money because it's not expensive to buy yourself a plane and fly as a hobby. There's something incredible about being up in the air. It's an experience that really is indescribable and incomparable to just about anything I've ever done. So that would definitely be my superpower if I could pick it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, and you'll get a call from us soon.
Thank you. Hope to hear from you soon.